welcome to part 2 of our Gibb River Road Great Northern Highway adventure. You want to tell everybody where we are?
We are at Old Halls Creek, the site of the old town before it moved closer to the highway.
And then we walk up there. In 1885, near this site was where they found the first payable gold in Western Australia.
The building in behind me is the public offices built in Halls Creek in 1889. The buildings were used as the courthouse, the post office, the kitchens, the stables, quarters for the postmaster, pretty much anything the town needed. The postmaster who lived here at the time was a jack of all trades. He had to be the magistrate, the coroner, he looked after the lands, he looked after the Aborigines, he pretty much did everything that was needed to be done. Most postmasters only lasted for 3 years before they moved on. I don't really blame them, it was a lot of work to do. And all that's left are the mud bricks. When the town moved closer to the highway, they pretty much took everything they could with them.
Unfortunately, a lot of the plaques on the monuments that have been erected around the town have fallen off, so you don't really, you know that something was here, but exactly what it was, can't be sure. Well, it's good to see that this very important site still has its plaque here. This was the location of the Kimberley Hotel.
At Old Halls Creek, you'll find the burial site of James Darcy, known as Jimmy. He was a stockman who had a fall, and his mates brought him into Halls Creek in the hope that there would be a doctor in town. Unfortunately, when they arrived, they discovered that there was no doctor in town, and the postmaster had the joy of playing surgeon. Now, back in those days, to communicate with a doctor in Perth was via the telegraph. So, in Morse code, over a 7-hour period, the postmaster performed surgery on Jimmy. The surgery was a success. However, the doctor was concerned about how it may have gone. So the doctor left Perth, travelled all the way up here to Halls Creek. He travelled via boat initially, and then he switched over to car. After multiple breakdowns, he transferred to a horse and buggy. He made the amazing trip from Perth all the way up to Halls Creek in 14 days. Unfortunately for Jimmy, it was 24 hours too late. The surgery was a success, but Jimmy died of complications. He died of pneumonia and other issues after the surgery. After this occurred, it put even a little bit of an uproar about medical services for remote communities. So due to this story and others in rural areas, the Royal Flying Doctor Service was brought into being.
Just up from Sawpit Gorge is a little place on the side of the road called Palm Springs.
This is a little oasis on Palm Springs, and it is awesome.
While exploring the natural wonders of Halls Creek, we've come out to have a look at China Wall, which is a vein of natural quartz, and it's still standing, and it looks like someone's built a great big wall, but it's been built by Mother Nature, hasn't it, girls?
We've just pulled up at Caroline's Fall, and it looks pretty dry, and we've sent Ranger Tinky Winky out to see if she can spot any water.
Well, Ranger Tinky Winky went down and found the water. There was water down there. The fellas reckon someone else had already swum this afternoon, but the kiddos piked out because it's brown water. So, poor little kiddies that used to have a swim in a normal concrete pool with blue water didn't want to swim in the dirty water.
We're not
Ranger
little
Tinky
kitties.
Winky signing off.
Well, here we are for our home for the next few days. Emma, where are we?
We're at the Bungle Bungle.
We are in the Bungle Bungles, that's right. And we're about to head off for the day. What have we got planned for today?
We're heading down to do some of the southern walks today. Doing Cathedral Gorge, the Bungles, and there's a Pickaninny lookout, I think.
Awesome. We had an interesting drive in here. There were some water crossings and it was pretty corrugated, and it was about 42k from the highway. You ready to go for the day, Hayley?
I don't know.
Oh, where's your energy?
I'm a bit tired.
You're a bit tired. All right, you'll be all right once we get there.
Behind us are the iconic domes of the Bungle Bungles.
That's right, and we're going to head out on the loop walk and have a look up close. Let's go check them out.
Let's go. This is Cathedral Gorge and it's huge. Every little noise makes an echo.
Yeah?
I just overheard someone saying, how do the kids do this? And I often wonder, how do the old people do it? Hey, baboon, how do you do all these walks?
How dare you? Oh my gosh.
Are you saying your dad's an old person?
Have a look at the Purnululu lookout. It looks down onto the Purnululu Creek that at this time of year it's pretty dry. Have a look.
Good morning. Day 2 of exploring in the Bungle Bungles. Today we're doing the northern walks.
In the northern walks we're going to be doing the mini palm walks. We're doing the lookout on the way back. Then we'll drive up to Oxford Lookout and do a chasm.
That's pretty much our day.
Yeah.
Emma had a huge day yesterday. How many steps did you
Yeah.
How-
20,000.
20,000 steps yesterday.
And I'm not missing out today, so I've got my Fitbit on.
Good to see.
Today we might see some kangaroos because I've seen some poo as well as a little friend named Digger. Come on kids, can you spot him? There's a little stand. Are you going to fit through, baboon?
Oh, how cheeky.
You did it, yeah? Okay. There's loads of it. At least this is so hard. And from now on, Digger will be in pictures in the video, so try and spot him. Squishy. This is the end of the Mini Palms walk, and it was so much fun crawling under rocks, dodging the palms, and climbing the stairs all the way up to this beautiful spot. Going to do Oxford Lookout and Echidna Chasm. I have not been in a chasm before, I don't think, but I think I'm going to love it so much. Let's go. If I can get down. We're starting to get into the actual chasm, and it's starting to get a bit spooky and dark. Let's go. We've walked to the end of Echidna Chasm, and we're waiting because the sun will start to stream down at 11:30, and it's meant to be spectacular. all day. Down here's Osmond Creek. It has water in it all year round because they are underwater springs.
Alright guys, so that's a wrap for the Bungle Bungles.
Yeah.
We've just finished our Echidna Chasm and the lookout here today. I'm going to have a bite to eat for lunch and do some pack up back at camp, getting ready for heading out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And heading towards Kununurra. Who's enjoyed our time here at the Bungles?
Me.
Yep. The walks have been super fun, haven't they?
Yeah.
And the rock formation's just amazing.
Time to eat.
Time to eat.
This morning, our walk has brought us through heaps of bloodwood eucalyptus trees, and their sap is, and the reason they've okay, that's their name. We do it.
Well, here we are at our next home for the